what is going on with y'all? We got to chop it up about election night out there in South Carolina. We got to chop it up. We got to let everybody know what's going on. Waiting on everybody to get in here. I know there are several rooms of people talking about the election out there in South Carolina tonight. I know there are many, many rooms right now going on. There's some rooms that's doing victory laps for Clyburn. For those who have not been keeping tabs, they had the South Carolina primaries tonight, and our brother Marcel Dixon was running against Clyburn. Clyburn has won, basically. He's going to get reelected. And you have a lot of Democratic shields. You have a lot of the Pussy Brigade. You have a lot of, there's a Joe Law.
You say Pussy Brigade.
A lot of the tethers were hating on us.
For Ramirez?
Wings out bonus field deal. 20 crispy, juicy wings.
They're celebrating right now because they understand that Clyburn is going to uphold the benign neglect policy, as well as many other Democrats will try to uphold the benign neglect policy against foundational Black Americans. So there's a lot of Joe Law jubilees going on right now, and pussy festivities. But here's the thing, family. Our good brother Marcel, and we said this even before tonight, election night. Clyburn getting reelected, do you think that's really a win for the Democrats, their overall agenda? Do you really think that that is a win? And do you think that is a loss for foundational Black Americans' agenda? Family, let me tell you something about this election. And we said this even before election night. Win, lose, or draw, this is a win for the grassroots. This is a win for foundational Black Americans. Y'all gotta feel me. This is a win for the grassroots. This is a win for foundational Black Americans. It was a win months ago when the campaign started. It was a win. And just the momentum of the campaign was a win. The momentum of the campaign and signal boosting the message, that was the win, because that was the real purpose. Now, our brother Marcel, if he got elected, that just would have been the icing on the cake. But the agenda was already set and it was already met. We wanted to get the word of reparations and tangibles specifically for foundational Black Americans, signal boosted in the political arena, and that's exactly what happened, ladies and gentlemen. Do you not think that this is some kind of loss? Family, this is just the beginning. This is a win for foundational Black Americans because the messaging is there. We're breaking up the benign neglect policy. We forced the political parties to talk about needs of foundational Black Americans. They had to grit their teeth and talk about it. They had to start having policies, just like they have out here in California. They're trying to put together policies in other places, talking about specifically what's going to be done for us and us pushing our brother Marcel in this political arena and giving him the momentum that he received. That was very significant, and that was a win on our behalf. We got to understand political warfare. Politics is warfare. You better understand. You might not win every single battle, but the war is still going on. And other parts of the war, we've got victories. We've got the messaging out there. Let's be very clear. And also with them having all of these little victory parties on Twitter Space, that's another win because they are continuing to signal boost Marcel and his message. So the message is getting out there even more. The name of the game was to get out here and push an agenda specifically for us and not be afraid and to be unapologetic about it. And that's what we did. And let me tell you something. Do you see how hard the Democrats had to work in order to get Clyburn to win this thing? The fact that, and then T.S. Giselle, I saw they were patting you on the back in some of the rooms, T.S. Giselle. They were patting you on your big masculine back, which is nothing. They think that your trolling made some kind of difference. No, it didn't. It's just trolling, inconsequential trolling. Y'all up here taking victory laps. This thing is just beginning, sir. The game has just begun. They had to work. They had to put all of their paid shills in our rooms 24/7. They had to make Clyburn get up and fry extra fish. They had to send Kamala down there to put the cape on for him to talk about collard greens. They had to do a lot of work in order to get Clyburn to win against this little guy, never been in the political space before. He put pressure on them. I'm so very proud of our brother Marcel. This was David and the Goliath. This is a brother coming up from the grassroots, coming up from the ground, coming up from the dirt, coming up from the soil, going against a corporate billion-dollar conglomerate. The Democratic Party, they put millions and millions and billions into their candidates. We were going up against that. We had to make them come out the pocket even more. They don't like that. They were sweating.
In the basement.
These people were sweating. They had Clyburn's daughter all up in everybody's mention. She's following me. They had their family out. They had all the voice trolls out, the tether trolls out. Oh, they had to put in some work.
You'll see what I'm saying. You'll see what I'm saying. It's an Ethernet hub. Plug the main Ethernet in, and then you got extensions for plug in. Still sleepy. Yeah.
Confused by the Medicare ABCs? If you have that little red, white, and blue Medicare card, then you have Parts A and B.
I mean, that was up. I was sitting up. Man.
They were sweating. This is why this is like a victory lap, because they were nervous. They were so nervous about what might have happened. Let's be very clear. The messaging is out here now. So there's some other people around the country who want to do the same thing. Y'all can't pull the same stunts over and over again now. Now the template is out here. Now if there's some candidates who want to talk about running on a black agenda, the template is there. And if they get in the right city and get in the right zone, they can really take that thing to another level. For real, for real. You can't pull all of these. You can't send Kamala every damn where to put the cape on for people. The message of reparations and tangibles is out there, and it has been signal boosted now. Also, the name of the game in political theater and in political warfare is to be a disruptor. A lot of people will run to disrupt the general consensus or the general message. This was a disruption type of campaign as well, which you want to disrupt the caping for immigrants, caping for all of these other groups, except foundational Black Americans. When you disrupt that momentum with a grassroots politician who comes in with another message, who has a strong following, who's making a political dent, and let's be clear, our good brother made a political dent here. This is his first time running. He made a political dent. To have them sweating like that, yeah, they're giving a sigh of relief. But you best believe them Democratic think tanks, they're at the drawing board first thing in the morning.
You're gonna be like John
Lewis.
Lewis.
Thing to happen, because what if some more momentum pops up on another candidate? They don't want this to happen. There was too much momentum for our brother Marcel. Oh, let's be clear. Y'all can try to pretend this is some kind of victory for the Democrats. It's not no victory. The messaging is out there now. All the messaging is out there. So now when these candidates run around here talking about reparations and LGBT stuff and giving money to the Ukrainians, they're not going to get no support. There's only so many old Negroes you can utilize. You understand? In South Carolina, you had white folks who like old Plantation Jim, who like Plantation Jim, and you had a lot of old butter biscuit eating Negroes out there who's scared of offending white folks. Let's be clear. And also, let's be clear, some of the stuff they were doing little funny style stuff to kind of knock those numbers down. for our brother Greg. Y'all saw they were not putting his name on certain ballots out there. They would not put his middle name on certain ballots. They would have Greg Marcel, and then they would have Greg Dixon. So that confused some of the people too. So they had to work. You understand? They had to keep those Marcel numbers down as much as they could. They had to work hard in order to get Jim Crow Clyburn over that victory line. And that's a good thing. And here's the thing, this is not going to kill the momentum of the reparations movement. This is going to make it even stronger. Let me get some family in here to chop it up. I want the family to chop it up here. Let me get Afro Elite. My brother Afro Elite is out there, I think. Brother Afro Elite, are you out there in South Carolina, sir? Brother Afro Elite.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, brother. How are you?
I'm good, brother. I came to South Carolina all the way from Chicago to help our brother Marcel with his campaign. And there was a lot of sabotaging going on down here. There was a lot of janky stuff from the Clyburn's, I guess, campaign. When I was down here passing flyers, they kept trying to shoot me off of the property. Everywhere I went to multiple precincts, and everywhere I went, they pretty much shooed me off of the property, told me 200 feet, then 500 feet, then another 500 feet, till I was damn near nowhere close to the property. So they were doing a whole lot of janky stuff. A lot of the people I talked to didn't even know who Marcel was, but they hated Jim Clyburn. I was able to convince them to vote for Marcel, but by doing so, I realized that our brother Marcel was really being shadow banned by the media, the local media down there. And you kind of explained that a little bit, how they would kind of mess up the names. A lot of people were saying that they didn't see his name on the paperwork and in the machine. They wasn't seeing his name, or his middle name was kind of first, and they couldn't tell it was him until after the fact. So they were doing a whole lot of janky stuff. Anybody who was passing them flyers, they was trying to shoo them off the property, trying to scare them away. So they were doing every little underhanded tactic that they could to keep Jim Clyburn in office. So this shows you how they're scared. This shows you how they're scared, because if Marcel wasn't a big deal, they wouldn't have to do that.
Exactly. Thank you so much, brother. Real talk. Yeah, they can sit up and have these pretend little victory laps all they want. The Democrats, y'all were doing some janky stuff out there. Yeah, y'all ain't slick. Don't act like this was somebody who was just a nothing burger. He made them work. This little guy popping out of nowhere made these people get on their grizzle. They had to send the head mammy in charge out there to talk about collard greens. They had to do little janky stuff at the polling offices. Mixing his name up and not having his name correct, and not having the name Marcel on there, and everybody's looking for Marcel. They were doing little stuff like that. Some of the polls didn't have his name on there, period, and we saw some of the folks, some of the grassroots people hitting up some of those election poll people out there in South Carolina to complain about that. They were complaining about that last night, but that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. The fact is that they had to work. The messaging was a threat to them. The messaging was a threat. And they had to put in some work. Let me get some people in here. Let me get some more folks in here. What's up, resident?
This is Emily, lover of a grand opening. The embodiment of that's the...
All right, resident. All right, where you at, man?
Yes, I'm here. Yes, thank you, Tariq, for hosting this space. Oh my gosh, what you just said was very powerful, very on point. I am ready for Marcel to run again, because and anyone else who is running on reparations, I'm ready for that too. And I'm gonna say,
yes, indeed. Thank you so much, beloved. Let me say that. Yes, indeed. Listen. Some of these other cities out here, some of you brothers and sisters who want to run on a reparations ticket, understand you got a good shot. You
it feels like that. Yeah, it
One of
feels
this
like that.
yeah. Plantation nonsense that they were pulling out there in South Carolina.
Like that earlier.
All of the cities don't have these old plantation Negroes just afraid to disrupt the plantation order. All right, because that's Clyburn's constituency. A lot of old Negroes. Remember, some of those Negroes out here when they shot up the church, they were out there hugging and forgiving. So that's the constituency out there. Ultra, let me get you on here, Ultra.
Yes, Rick. So, like, I'm thinking about it, like, pretty much like, you have no point because, like, it's 2022 and it's primaries, and he lost. So, in November, it's going to be pretty much a fucking red wave. And red wave means no reparations. And then we look in 2024, even more no reparations. So, what are you looking at?
Well, the thing is, if they don't give reparations, we're not going to give support to the political parties. And if we don't give support to the political parties at all, that's going to be a problem because you can't control people who drop out and delegitimizes the system. So they don't want that.
Which is awesome. So, like, you don't want to give the support to the political parties, correct?
We what now?
So you're not going to give the support to political parties.
If they do not have an agenda for us, no, we're not.
No, so you know. So the people will vote the way they want to vote. So pretty much right now, Trump pretty much won most, I'm not saying most, but his vote with, and Republican vote with black and Hispanic community is growing. So he had it in 2016, he had more in 2020. He's gonna have, well, I'm not saying his, but like the Republican Party is gonna have more votes in 2022.
Okay.
Yeah. And the Republican Party is against the reparations.
Okay. So now you're talking lesser of the evils mindset. Okay. So now when we look at it from that perspective, we're just looking at the lesser of evils. Since neither one is going to give reparations. So we have to look at the secondary benefits, meaning less immigration, no buck breaking, no tangibles, none of our tax dollars to all of these other non-FBA groups. So that will be a benefit from us if we're going to look at secondary gains, and I'll take that.
Yes, I'm an immigrant, but I'm a legal immigrant, so I'm pretty much already with less of the illegal immigration. So that's good. Yeah.
And where are you from? That's a funky accent that you got. Where are you from?
Poland.
Okay. But yeah. But again, if nobody's giving us tangibles, we're just not going to support them, and they're not going to scare us with the will of the Republicans. The Republicans are going to win.
That's a great strategy. That's good. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Oh yeah, that doesn't scare us. Yeah, that doesn't scare us at all. And them trying to shame us, and that's another tactic that the Democrats like to use. Well, y'all sound like Republicans. That's not an insult. Who cares? I'm all about tangibles. You're not going to shame us into supporting any party that's not giving us anything. Now, the Republicans win because of our lack of support, so be it. Because then we're just relying on the lesser of evils. And the lesser of the evils would be the Republicans who come in and stop the wave of immigrants, stop all the anti-FBA tethers, stop all the anti-black, white LGBT people from dumping on us. That eliminates a lot of these other so-called minority groups who act as buffers for white supremacy. I've always said this. I would rather deal directly with the white supremacists than their buffers. Give me the whites. I'll deal with them instead of their damn buffers. The Democrats are hitting us with every buffer group imaginable. So we have to shake up the Democratic Party. We have to make them get off that ass and work, and that's what we're doing now. This is why it's still a victory for us. We're making the Democrats work. We're making them work. And they can't pull these little janky moves in every city. Let me get some more people in here. We're chopping it up with the family. I see somebody got a Kamala Harris face here. Let's get them on here. What's up? Come on, whatever your name is. Turn your microphone on.
Create quickly. Design easily. Print beautifully.
hear you.
Okay, hang on 1 second. Let me turn my television down.
Okay.
Okay, I've been listening to you not for a long time, but I've been trying to understand what, this is all about. Foundational Black Americans.
Right.
And I'm just trying to learn to see what's going on. And there are some things that I do like. And then again, there's some things that, you're hurting us as a group.
How
is that?
And who is you?
You're saying we want tangibles. We want
Okay.
Now, I don't know how you prioritize the tangibles, but know this, if you don't have a right to vote, there will be no tangibles.
Yes, there will be.
Now you
what you just said was false, ma'am.
Let me finish, please. You said,
okay, but you wait. No, you're going to have to wait, ma'am. With respect, what you just said was not correct. If you say something not correct, we're going to have to stop there and clarify what you said that was not correct. You said if we don't have the right to vote, there will be no tangibles. What you said is incorrect. You know why?
Why?
Because tangibles are given to non-citizens right now. Ukrainians can't vote, and they get tangibles from the government. Hispanics who come over here from the border, they can't vote. They get tangibles from the government. Afghanistanians can't vote, and they get tangibles from the government.
Okay,
you can't get tangibles without voting.
I understand that, and I am for reparations, and reparations can come in many forms.
Oh, Lord.
And, well, no, because see...
But everybody have a seat, guys.
Please have a seat.
Okay, everybody sit down and strap up for this.
Because the youth is more like cut and back. The other night when I was listening to you and somebody came to the mic and they were talking, and you practically shut down this brother and said, we've long surpassed that. We're not talking about that. We're on this. Listen, there are over 600 people in this space. And you hear a lot of, when Tariq talks, I, and we.
But there's 1,300 people in here now. Go ahead.
1,300, 600, there's a lot of people in here. And it's not that it's a voting block. Everybody has an individual mind to vote how they want. But it's like you're saying, if we don't go left or right, we're going to sit out. That's not good for my family or his or her family. Tariq's family? Yes. But you don't know my situation. You cannot say, if we don't get this tangible, not going to vote.
Then why vote? If you're not going to get anything as a specific group, why vote?
Sir, you have to vote to say what it is you want. And
if they tell us, I can't do nothing that's going to only benefit Black people, no. Why should I vote for that?
Sir, you know, Black folks aren't a monolith. You know, from my city to your city to the next one, there are different needs and wants. Now, we try to satisfy those needs and not those wants. But you talk as if it caters to Tariq's wants and needs, then FDA, that's how we're going to go.
Why vote if they've already told us they're not going to do anything, ma'am? I'm going to ask you again. You're deflecting from that question, ma'am. Why vote if we're not going to get anything and they told us they're not going to do anything specific for us? Turn your microphone on. Turn your microphone on, ma'am.
Can you hear me now? I'm sorry.
I can hear you.
I went off on a tangent. But we have gotten a lot. We did not just wake up and boom. You know, we have made progress. We have made progress. And it had not started, sir, when you wrote your first book.
Okay.
We've made progress.
We've made progress.
Now.
Without voting, ma'am.
Yes.
We've made progress without the political
progress.
Hold on, okay, because you can't talk over me. I'm muting you right now because you're not going to say something and then start babbling. We've made progress in spite of the benign neglect of the political party, ma'am. Turn your microphone on.
It is on.
Okay. Before I go further, ma'am, where is your family from?
Georgia.
Are you and your family foundational Black Americans?
Define that for me, please.
Are there any immigrants in your background?
What if we could see cyber threats in real life? They would be...
Are there immigrants in my background?
Uh-huh.
Of course. Of course.
Where are they from?
Haiti.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
There we go.
And what
There
is that?
you go.
There you
What
go.
is that? Now, that's
You're-
my maternal. You didn't even hear my maternal. That's my maternal, sir. You made a conclusion based off of one side of my dynamic.
That's all we
You
need.
are an anchor baby.
Mm-hmm.
You are an anchor baby, ma'am.
That's my maternal side.
Still an
And
anchor
you
baby.
are an anchor baby, which explains everything.
And where are you from?
I'm from here. I don't have no immigrants in my family. I am full, 100% foundational Black American. My family built this country, never fled, never ran, never will. We came from nowhere else.
No. Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh, no,
Nobody immigrated here.
This.
What you mean?
Get this.
No.
Get this. You can use that, but I'm quite sure if you trace your lineage,
Which I have.
somebody came from somewhere else.
Oh, no. Nobody immigrated here from
Now,
nowhere else.
you-
No, they didn't. No, they
You
didn't.
can.
Ma'am, you can't tell me about my lineage. I've already traced it. Nobody immigrated here from anywhere else. My family built this country from scratch. I have 0 immigrants in my family. No immigrants. There was no America when my family was here. They had to build it from scratch, man. Turn your microphone on.
Point taken, but how do you clarify that? My grandfather was brought over here. His family was brought over here against his will.
From where?
80.
From Africa.
But
What part? And what year?
Now,
You don't know. You're just saying stuff, man.
mm-hmm.
I can pull it
What
up.
year was he brought over?
But here's the thing.
What year was he brought over?
Here's the thing. You know what?
Okay, ma'am. Okay, the fact that you are deflecting from that question, you're just babbling, ma'am. You are from an immigrant background, and this is why you're caping for the Democrats. Don't nobody cape for the Democrats like that, except immigrants. Okay, from immigrant backgrounds, ma'am. That's why. So you have a vested interest in caping for them because they help people from your side of the family. That's why. That's why your arguments are in bad faith. That's why I knew when you were talking and caping for
You
Kamala.
can't explain it. You can't explain it, can you?
Ma'am, I knew that you came from an immigrant background just for the simple fact you were caping for these people who don't do anything for foundational Black Americans because y'all have no problem replacing us and we not getting a damn thing.
The only way the people in this space will not hear the truth is because you have control of the mic.
And you damn right you do. You damn right, and ma'am, and you, ma'am,
don't have a dog in this fight.
You are not at liberty to speak on what's in the best interest of foundational Black Americans.
Jackpot.
So you need to sit this one out.
And shut the
You're
fuck
already
up.
getting benefits from our lineage. So you trying to tell us to do something that's not going to benefit us, and you're coming up with these cockamamie-ass justifications that you know makes no sense. It's further reason why we don't need non-FBA people in our business or anchor babies in our mix, man. So you have a good day.
Dumb bitch.
All right, so I don't want to hear no more tether battle. Right there, ladies and gentlemen. I am not trying to hear tether babble. No, thank you. I knew she was from a non-FBA background. Those are the only people who sit up there with these janky justifications to cape for Kamala. That's why she has a picture of Kamala on her profile. Kamala's and her comes from an immigrant background like she does. They like the fact that the Democrats are trying to tether us out of existence. No, you're not going to come here and try to come up with these cockamamie justifications for them trying to tether us out of existence. Let me tell you something. When people come in, I knew she was a tether when she first came in, because when they come in the room talking about they don't know what FBA is, that right there is the first sign, ladies and gentlemen. When they pop in the room talking about, oh, what's FBA? I heard about it. I don't know what that is, fella. What's FBA? What does FBA mean? What's that supposed to be? They know exactly what it is. They know what it means. They know what the lineage is. They know. They know, and when they come in playing dumb, I said, okay, here they go. So I was waiting on her to stop babbling so we could verify that she was a tether, and that's what we did. Let me get this other brother on here. P.O.P. Hop on, brother. We in here heavy right now. We almost got 2,000 people in here. What's up, P.O.P.? All right, P.O.P., what's up, man? You gonna turn your microphone on, brother?
I'm going on, bro.
What's up, man? How are you?
I'm good. I can barely hear you, man. I'm making me some coffee right now, bro.
There you go. Let me get some more folks on, brother. Okay. I don't want any technical difficulties going on here. Let me get Moist Owlet in here. Let's get Moist Owlet in here. All right. Moist Owlet in here. All right. You want to turn your microphone on, Moist Owlet? All right, Moist Owlet. I'm going to give you one more chance to turn your microphone on. All right, let me get you out of here. Since you don't want to turn your microphone on, then I will get Riviera, whatever your name is.
That is me. How you doing, Tariq?
I'm good, man. What's going on with you?
Not much. I'm upset about the Marcel loss. I didn't know that happened until I came in here. Yeah, I think that's bad. I'm glad you put some clarification on it. That's all I want to say. Real quick, though, y'all know Juneteenth is coming up. These assholes going to be out there. They're going to be out there. We've seen this stuff with this Patriot Front stuff. Y'all keep y'all head on to. That's all. Thank you.
Yeah, all right, man. Thank you so much, brother. All right, let's get some more folks in here. A lot of folks in here. A lot of people in here. Let's get who's this person? Let's get Bradley in here. Brother Bradley, let's get Bradley in here. And then we'll get Miss Caddisfine. All right, Bradley, hop in. Let's get Bradley.
Hey, what's up, Tariq?
What's going on, man?
Hey, it's I just want to say to the family that it's pretty dangerous with some of these tethers, these non-FBAs, coming into the country and in 5 minutes looking around and saying, I know everything that's wrong and I understand everything about America and their homelands are janky, but they got this figured out in one generation.
Right.
And that's very dangerous, and they really need to listen to FBA. We've been here long enough. We know exactly what it is. We move the way we move based on our experience and our lineage in this country. And they just have this arrogance like they got it all figured out, and we just have a chip on our shoulder. So that's it. I'm about to stop.
Much respect, man. Thank you so much for the call. Let's get Immigrant B1. Immigrant B1, hop on, bro.
Yeah, Tariq, how are you doing tonight?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm good. I just want to say I agree with what you're saying about immigrants pretending like they don't understand what FBA means. Because every time you turn around, we have people in our midst who always use the Akata word referring to financial black Americans. So the idea that financial immigrants don't know what FBA means, it's a lie. They know exactly who you guys refer to when you talk about FBA. So I just want to say that.
Thank you so much, brother. Let's get Miss Catis Fine. Miss Catis Fine. Miss Catis Fine. Hop on, Miss Catis Fine. All right, we're going to do 3 seconds. 3. Miss Catis Fine. 2. Miss Catis Fine.
Hey.
How are you, Miss
Hello. I'm good. I was looking through pictures, and I guess my mic turned on. But you know what? I hate Marcel lost, but you know what? Like you said, this starts a trend with letting them know that we coming and we're not going anywhere. We're not tagging no more black and brown, black and LGBT, black and all of this bull crap. We're not doing that no more. Like, we ain't been doing it. They just did it. Yeah. We're not taking that bullshit no more. So, you know what? We here, we not going nowhere, and listen. We on stride. We on go. We here.
Yes, indeed.
So thank you for inviting me to the space. See y'all later.
Thank you so much. Let's get Kane in here. Kane, what's up, Kane?
What's up, my movie brother?
What's going on? How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. It was fun to know you, man.
All right, what's on your mind, brother? You sounding too fucking sultry right now.
I was actually gonna ask you about the marriage and the baby. You got a foundation on a lot of Americans.
Okay, well, you got a foundation of meth pipe, so why are you not tending to your meth pipe?
Why don't you tending to your wife?
Well, my wife is better than your mayonnaise encrusted headlights.
So guess what? You got.
Stop it, sir. Go tend to your Mexican pussy that you got laying up, because you white supremacists love spicy Latino boys. So why don't you deal with that?
All right. I got you.
Get your ass out of here. All right. Go eat you some boysenberry or something. All right. Let's get some more people in here. All right. Let's see what we are. A lot of people in here right now. Where we at? A lot of folks in here. Let's get some of these folks. Let's get Brother Sean in here. All right, Sean. We'll get Sean in here. All right. Sean, what's up, brother?
No, Rick. I just want to say, man, I'm very glad that you're putting yourself out there to be in the forefront, speaking for us foundational Black Americans. I'm a little younger, but I just see how ignorant a lot of the people in my age group, I'm 25, especially the ones that's not from there. They feel that their voice is a little bit stronger and they know a little more, but they don't understand what we go through. And I'm excited for the next people that run for election, and hopefully it doesn't stop with Marcel.
I'm thankful that I got to see my kids grow up. My first marriage ended, we divorced, and
Yes, indeed, man. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. All right, let's get Marcus Garvey in here. Brother with Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey. What's up, man?
What's going on, Tariq, man? I'm gonna make it real short. I had a quick question. Out in your area where you're at, Maxine Waters, her district, is she up for re-election? Is there a real contender out there to actually challenge her? Have a good one.
I know we got Karen Bass. She was just running out here. But as far as Maxine Waters, I gotta look into that. It's the political scene out here is just all over the place right now. But I gotta look into that and see if she's up for re-election. Okay, let's get they were out here trying to shame Black folks for supporting this white guy. If Black men, if they didn't want to support Karen Bass, who hasn't done anything for nobody, they're trying to shame Black men, talking about it's the Ice Cube effect and all of this nonsense. Okay, let's get some people in here. Let's get Hey Wooty. All right, Hey Wooty. Let's get that person in here. Hey Wooty.
Good evening, Tariq. Blessings to you and your wife and your babies, all your kids, and all of that. Keep having more of them. We need them.
Yes,
we need them. I wanted to say that Marcel just tweeted about 9 minutes ago that they're still counting. So, and he said that also the numbers for Clyburn are going down with that. So we're not through the finish line yet. I just wanted to add that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, some of the numbers are going to be coming in. Help me out, because while I'm live right now, what are the numbers right now? What are Marcel's numbers right now? Y'all can look that up while I'm live. I can't look at it while I'm talking now. What are Marcel's numbers now? Because I know that a lot of the mail-in numbers come in, and then by midnight they should have all of the numbers in it. It's 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 o'clock is like 10:30 on the East Coast right now, almost 10:30. So there's a couple of more hours for all of the numbers to come in. But what are the numbers now? If somebody can look the numbers up real quickly and hop in the room and tell me, that would be great. If anybody knows what the numbers are, can you raise your hand real quickly? If anybody knows what the numbers are, okay, Tavant, let's get Tavant in here real quickly. Brother Tavant, where you at, bro? Hey, Tavant, how are you, sir? Okay, what's the numbers right now?
I don't really know.
Okay, so you just raised your hand for attention, huh?
No.
So why did you raise your hand when I asked people to raise their hand if they knew the numbers?
I already raised my hand before you said that.
Okay. You just wanted attention, didn't you, brother?
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
All right, but if you're a big fan, you know I don't like moist bitch-made stuff like that, though, right? If you're a big fan, you already know my getting at.
How's it moist?
It's moist because you're trying to get attention like a bitch.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are, man. And if you want that, go to Lil Nas X's live space. But don't do that here. We're trying to talk about something constructive. Now, take that hand that you had and put your fingers in your pussy and go on about your business. All right, let's get some people. Get your ass up here. Now, let me raise your hand if you want to give some real numbers here. We're trying to be constructive. It's attention whoring niggas. Damn all that, man. Leave. All right, what's up, brother? What's going on with the hard black truth? What's up, brother? All right, man. What the numbers are right now?
Yeah, as it stands right now, we got Jim Clyburn sitting at 87.9% with just over 40,000 votes. Craig Marcel's at 4.33% with 2,008 votes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, thank you for those numbers. So yeah, more numbers are going to come in. So probably about the end of the night, Marcel might have about like 4,000 to 5,000 votes. And let me tell you something. Those numbers are nothing to sneeze at. See, this is why they're looking at this. This is why I'm telling you, this is a win for the family here, because if about 4,000 to 5,000 votes come in for Marcel, you better understand, elections can be lost on a margin of 5,000 votes. Do y'all know that? Several elections, they've been lost by a margin of 4,000 or 5,000 votes. You can lose an election based on those numbers. So somebody peeling those numbers away from you, that is very significant. Don't let them fool you to make it seem like they're just having this big victory party, whatever. They're nervous about that. They are nervous about that. Those numbers are nothing to sneeze at. That could win or lose an election, ladies and gentlemen.
$700 feet beneath the surface, stalagmites and stalactites.
Let me get some more people in here. Let's get T. Watts 1. T. Watts 1. All right. T. Watts 1. Hop on.
Hey, thanks for taking my call. I did want to add to the numbers. I'm actually looking at NewYorkPost.com, and they're saying that 37% of the votes have been counted. So I think that's a significant thing to look at too. So They're not even at 50% of the votes. That's all I wanted to say. Thanks for taking my call.
Yeah, thank you so much, beloved. Okay. So yeah, the numbers are still coming in. The numbers are still coming in. Again, you know, I want to see what the final numbers are going to be. But man, I'm telling y'all, there have been cases where people have lost with really less votes than that, or won by less votes or more votes. But yeah, numbers like that are very significant. Numbers like that are very significant. And somebody could peel away those votes from a candidate. That's a problem. That's why disrupting is a very good strategy within the political sphere. All right, let me get Philly Joe in here. Let's get brother Philly Joe in here. Let's get Philly Joe. What's up, Philly Joe? Philly Joe, where you at, brother?
Here. I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, man.
All right. First of all, I want to say thank you, brother, for holding the space. I look at it like this. Like you said, you made very good points about those numbers. And whether he win or lose, I think what we need to be talking about right now is let's start raising money for Marcel to run again. Let's start right now, because what he done in the short time span that he had to work with is unbelievable. It's remarkable. And he's right.
Real talk.
He's right. To fix America,